So, if you've just launched your women's fashion brand or you are about to, the content that is really going to get you your first few sales is what's called awareness content. This is content that is going to get you visibility and it's going to bring people onto your website that do not know you. This is where you are going to start to get traffic from new people, from people that do not know you. Now, I recommend to my students, if you want to build awareness, the best kind of content, one of the best kind of content is to do what's called behind the brand content. This is exactly what I did to make 3 to 5K when I launched my fashion brand. This is content where you are showing your audience, you are posting on social media, on TikTok, on Reels, that you are about to start a fashion brand. So, for example, you could do a TikTok where you have different, really strong visuals that are the same vibe and the same mood and lifestyle as your brand. This is exactly what I did. And you'll say something like, I'm about to launch a brand this summer, so excited. That piece of content literally brought in new people. New people started following my brand page, new people started following our Instagram, our TikTok. That's how simple it is. Now, the reason why this content is so powerful is because people love when you are working on something new. They love to follow a journey. They love the idea of a woman who is taking control of her life and she's starting something. She's bringing you along. And so it's really important that you, as a new fashion brand owner, as a new women's fashion brand owner, show yourself on the camera. You need to do this kind of content because it actually is going to bring in the sales. Now, it's not the only kind of content that you should do, but it's definitely a very important pillar. Another idea you can do is, for example, I've just designed this dress or I've just designed these jeans. This was the inspiration behind it. And then this is where you can show some visuals of the inspiration behind the dress. You can show some visuals of a model wearing the sample. You can show some visuals of your sketches of you actually designing that particular dress. All these kind of BTS visuals coupled alongside some great visuals of someone wearing the item. This is going to pull people in. This is a really great piece of content. Now, I don't want you to underestimate how powerful these pieces of content can be for your brand. I want you to at least try and do one piece of behind the brand content every single day and really focus on TikToks and Reels. Now, I'm going to just share one more example. Another really great piece of content for that kind of behind the brand are hauls. So, say you've made 3 dresses, you can come to the camera, make sure that you're looking good, you're done up, you're very much aligned to the lifestyle of the brand that you are creating, and simply just do a haul either of you wearing the clothes and showing the different dresses, tops that you've designed, or just hold them up, have a hanger and be like, hey guys, I'm just about to start a new brand, this is what I've designed, or this is what I'm coming out with, and then you show these items of clothing. Now, the reason why these pieces of content work so well is because you are at a place where you need to build trust. You're still at the very early stage of your brand. And so you're probably not going to have loads of influencers. You don't have customers yet that have worn your stuff. But the great thing is you have you. You are able to show up on camera, and that is something that is going to enable you to build trust. Even though you're a new brand and you don't quite have that social proof yet, in order to speed that up, by you showing up on the camera, it helps people to trust you as a brand owner. And it stops that barrier that sometimes people have when there's a new brand, like, is this legit? How long is the shipping going to take? Am I actually going to receive this item of clothing that I've purchased? So the sooner you can show up online and show that there's an actual person behind this brand, that is going to make people feel like, okay, I trust this is my vibe, and then they'll buy into it. So do not miss this behind the brand content. So, another piece of content that is really going to help you to get that traffic and to build awareness of your brand, especially when you are just starting out. And to be honest, this is something you will have to do throughout the lifespan of your brand, and that is lifestyle content. Lifestyle content is all about showing the energy and the vibe of your brand. So, what do I mean by that? This is going to be the content that really attracts the kind of woman that you are ideally targeting. For example, if you were like my brand, where we really go after the girls that love to dress up, they love to go to aesthetic restaurants, they love to go to an aesthetic bar and take photos, they're going to get dressed up, they're going to do their hair, their lashes, their makeup. This is very much the kind of girl that I'm going after. And she is someone that really takes her outfit seriously. She really wants to stand out. And so the lifestyle content that I would do is exactly that. I would get a model and I would do some photo shoots, some videos within a restaurant, some photo shoots within a really nice apartment. I would do some get ready with me's. I would do a outfit of the day post. This is what's called lifestyle content because it's how your dream customer actually wants to live her life. She aligns with it. She too wants to go to aesthetic restaurants, to bougie places. She too wants to, travel and do her hair and do her makeup and stand out and be the best dressed. And so you want to do content that aligns with these emotions that are all part of the lifestyle that your brand is a part of. And a really great way to discover how to do this is I really want you to think about the influencers that if you could gift anyone or if you could have anyone wear your new designs, your new brand, who would it be? Find these influencers or these content creators and begin to look at what content they are creating. Where are they going? Are they doing get ready with me's? Are they doing hauls? Are they walking on the street and doing a voiceover? And I want you to save at least 5 influencers. Really research and take your time with this. And then, based on what you find a girl. It can be a model, it can be someone that's doing well already on TikTok, and go out, take photos, take reels, recreate these videos from what you have found. Now, it's really not about copying. You want to make sure that it really aligns with your lifestyle, but you can look at the format. So say you find a girl that she's really going viral, she's getting lots of engagement. Loads of people are commenting on what are you wearing. That's a really good hack. Then all you need to do is look at where she is and really analyze the visual. What is it about this particular piece of content that is going viral? More often than not, there's some kind of visual hook, something they do within the first second of the video that makes people think, oh, wow, like, who is this girl? What is she wearing? Double tap, save, comment, like, whatever. This is where you really need to get your analytical cap on and really start to analyze these pieces of content, especially within the lifestyle. And so make sure to do this exercise right after this video. I want you to find influencers within your niche that are going viral. They're doing very well, especially on TikTok, and save these videos and recreate them by finding a model that aligns with your lifestyle. This is what's going to help you get your first few sales. Those first 10 sales will come in through this type of content. Now, this is exactly what I teach within my program, Wear Your Dreams, where I help other women to successfully launch a fashion brand and grow that fashion brand. Everything I'm talking about is exactly what we did. If you go on my brand TikTok and scroll to the very beginning, you will see the type of content that we created. Now, that was a couple years back, but it's still relevant for today. I see new brands pop up all the time that are getting that visibility. And what they're doing is showing us what they're about to create. They're not just creating it and being like, hey guys, buy my brand. No, they're taking the viewer on a journey. Just receive my sample, guys. Can't wait. Just receive these fabric swatches, what one should I choose. They're really bringing in the viewer into the process of starting their fashion brand. If you can do that kind of content coupled with lifestyle content where you're actually showing your dream customer how to style your designs, where to potentially wear it to, this is going to create a good solid mix of content that will help you get those sales on day one. So whether you are, you've already launched, or you want to launch in a few months' time, start now. Start to show people the process. And if you just want a bit more guidance, you really just want to do this with more clarity, with someone to hold your hand and really help you with your new women's fashion brand, then definitely click the link in the description where you can find more about the Wear Your Dreams program, where we meet every 2 weeks on coaching calls and we take you through step by step how to successfully launch and grow a fashion brand. So let me know if you have any more questions on this topic, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.